Welcome back, everybody. I'm MTG Odin, and today we're going into the second episode of the top tier decks for standard format, mono white. Or in this case, because of one card, I call it Wandering Aggro instead of mono white aggro. Let's get started. The very first card we have here is Hopeful Initiate, and this card makes it so that the only kind of decks, I should say, that we run against that we have problems with are enchantments, or the Sleznayan enchantment decks, which I've actually beaten with this deck. But we do have a problem with that deck, or any kind of enchantment deck or runes. But Hopeful Initiate is the best card pretty much to be able to stop those decks. That's why we run Hopeful Initiate, 4 of them. And then we have the Usher of the Fallen. This card is just really good for being able to boast and generate creature tokens every single turn. Usually turn 1, I'll drop a Fallen. If I don't have the Initiate, I'll drop the Fallen. And then I will turn 2 boast with it and generate a token. And then usually we'll try to go into a Brutal Cathar or the Spellbinder, depending on the situation at hand. If I have an opponent that has a really strong creature out and I'm starting to slip behind on the board, I'll Brutal Cathar that creature and we'll probably take control from there. If I'm playing against a opponent who's basically countering everything in my hand or stopping me with spells via a control deck like Azorius Control, I will play Elite Spellbinder, but I'll make sure that I have to play this card around their potential counter card. So I'll wait for their mana to be used up so that I know they can't counter this, and then I'll play this and then see what their potential threat is or what their game plan is, and I'll stop it by making sure that it'll add 2 onto that mana cost, so therefore it'll slow their game plan down. And I run 4 of these, especially when I'm going into the control decks. Raideen is a good card here. I usually use this in case I go against something that has snowlands. So Dimir Zombies, the exploit decks, something like that. Usually a lot of opponents will run snow-covered lands, and then it shuts their deck down pretty hard, because when she comes into play, it basically makes it so that mana value 4 or greater spells cost 2 more. So it's kind of almost just like the Elite Spellbinder, but the best part about it is that, you know, snowlands my opponent controls enter the battlefield tapped, so it essentially slows them down even more. The biggest problem in this deck is Adeline, besides the Wanderer's Emperor. She has vigilance, and when she comes into the field, her power is equal to the number of creatures that I control. So I can, for instance, let's say, get a Wanderer's Emperor and flash it, exile my opponent's big threat that they're attacking me with aggro, because that's what the Wanderer's Emperor is in this deck for. Then I can turn around and -1, make a 2/2 creature token with vigilance and add on to Adeline, or I could +1/+1 and give first strike to Adeline, who also has vigilance and doesn't have to tap to attack, so she can stay back with first strike and protect my Wandering Emperor. So it's like my own little personal bodyguard who protects the royalty, right? So I don't have to worry about that, a big threat breaking through my front line and getting to the Emperor, because I have Adeline. Also, when she attacks, she creates a 1/1 creature token who can, you know, basically when you're building the board wide, that token can get around and hit your opponent, all thanks to Adeline. I actually want to run 3 of her in this deck, but I only currently have 2. And there are cards you see over here on the right, and those cards are actually cards that I want to be able to also build in this deck to make this deck perfect, or as top tier as it can possibly be. Thalia is an amazing card. It's a 2-drop, super powerful against control decks because non-creature spells will cost 1 more. The only problem about Thalia in this deck, if I run 4, and then I want to run 2 to 4 Wandering Emperors as well when I get the chance, is that she makes the Wandering Emperor, a Plainswalker, a non-creature spell, right? So therefore, it's going to cost 5 instead of 4 to be able to get this card out. This deck is stupid good Just like that Rakdos Sacrifice deck, there's a reason why I'm bringing these decks to you, is I want you guys to be able to get your season end rewards as easy as possible, because who doesn't like free boosters, free gold, free card styles? It's just sick, right? So why not build it if you have the wild cards to do it? Now, I will give you a full disclosure right now, a warning, be cautious. This deck, to get it to its optimal level, is very, very expensive when it comes to wild cards, okay? I'm running 4 Mythic Intrepid Adversaries. This card here makes it so that when it comes into play, it's a 3/1 with lifelink, right? But then I can pay 1 plains and 1 other, and when I do that, I can essentially pump up a +1/+1 on each of my creatures for every Valor counter that's on Intrepid Adversary. So every time it comes into play, once it comes in, I pay 1 plains, 1 other, or 2 plains and 2 other. And depending on how many times I do it, it's going to give that +1/+1. Even just doing it 1 time, giving all your creatures +1/+1 is ridiculous. You're going to make Thalia into a 3/2 first striker. Like, you're going to make Adeline Vigilance with more added on to her, right? So, and then, like I said, you give Wandering Emperor the first strike onto Adeline, protects your Emperor. It's really, really good. And then the best part about it is if you want to actually start increasing those +1/+1 counters, you can give it to the Aspirant. The Aspirant can put those onto your Usher to protect your board, or even better, put it onto the Hopeful Initiate, because the Hopeful Initiate removes 2 +1/+1 counters and can automatically destroy an artifact or an enchantment. And if you don't know, I'm going to let you on a little secret. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty is full of artifacts and enchantments. The reason why I have these cards here behind the other cards is Clarion Spirit. I'm currently running these cards because I don't have 4 of Thalia. I don't have 4 of the Aspirant. So I'm running the Clarion Spirit just in case right now, because this is a 2-drop. If I don't get Thalia, because there's only 1 in the deck, I do have 4 spirits. So the spirit is when I end up using 2 cards. I cast 2 cards. The second spell will trigger spirit to make a 1/1 flyer. It's pretty disgusting, honestly. A lot of people have problems being able to deal with it because it gives me evasion and I can get over their big threats. Then I can put down an Aspirant and start pumping up the spirit token if I want, because why not make a stronger flyer and fly over your opponent? It's just disgusting, right? Skyclave Apparition. This card makes it so that when it comes into play, I take an opponent's non-land token permanent, and it's got to be mana value 4 or less. That's the only downfall. But I mean, think of all the kind of things you can just grab for free that are 4 or less. I mean, there are, you know, werewolves out there, cards that are 4 or less. You know, zombie cards 4 or less. Even a mirror match in white, mono white aggro, or this case, wandering aggro, being able to steal from your opponent, taking their best cards, right? Like taking their Brutal Cathar. And then when they essentially try to get it back, it makes it into a +X/+X blue illusion, right? So it's just basically going to make it whatever it was, right? Whatever the mana value of that exiled card was. So, I mean, your Brutal Cathar could be a 3/3. So, but they won't get that ability back. They just get an illusion token. It's just a 3/3 creature. So in the end, you're still stopping your opponent from being able to take control of the board. But that's the deck right there. I mean, I want 4 Thalias when I get the chance, 4 Aspirants, and 4 Apparitions, just because those cards will make this deck optimal level. And then 2 to 4 Wandering Emperors. I do have a Marius Call here. I usually often only use it for the land, but every once in a while when I get to a far game, which if you get to the far game, this card generates 2/4/4 flying angels and then gives all my other creatures indestructible until the end of my next turn. I'm currently running 2 Cave of the Frost Dragon creature lands because this card is good. I mean, when you make a 3/4 dragon who has evasion flying, and you can just fly over your opponent, they cannot stop it, right? Watch out for Field of Ruin. It does demolish Cave of Frost Dragon, but in general, we're not only using the Cave of Frost Dragon just for a last-ditch effort to be able to fly over our opponents and just obliterate them. That's the deck. The only way to beat usually a mono white aggro deck is to be able to be more aggressive and outpace your opponent. That's fine. I'll drop a Wanderer's Emperor right down flash instant speed level and smack you, exile your creature. You can't even get it back. What are you going to do then? That is Wandering Aggro. Let's get into the games and I'll show you how this deck performs. All right, here we go, YouTube. We've got ourselves our first match here versus Fresco Melt, and it's looking like a pretty decent hand. So here we go. Let's see how this is going to run here. All right, turn 1, Usher. Hello, sir. Turn 1, Usher. We're going to see exactly what we're against. I see green. Usually people that play green usually are green-white. They usually play the green first, and then they play their white afterwards. I could play the adversary, or I could hold off on the adversary. I think we're going to hold off, and we're going to activate the ability. This is what you love to see right here. This is how you start when you play this. Double green. I'm wondering if he just doesn't have... Okay, there's a Generous Visitor. So we could take the Generous Visitor from him with Brutal Cathar right now. I think that could be a really good play. Or we could Faithful Absence it right now and then hold off on the Brutal Cathar. I think Brutal Cathar is a good idea. This is more than likely a Slez 9 enchantment deck of some sort. I have taken down many enchantment decks. So, yep, this is definitely Slez 9 enchantment deck. I have taken down many of them. And that's what we're going to do right now live in front of you guys. So we have the Wandering Emperor, and I can flash it in if I feel like it, or I could just hit him with a Faithful Absence. But I think since he didn't play anything, yeah, he didn't play anything here, so he got to draw a card. Okay, honestly, I think the correct play here would be to play this Mythic card here, the Intrepid Adversary. What I told you guys is this is a card, good game, yep. Good match. He just couldn't keep up with it. I told you, I've been able to take down enchantment decks, and you just saw it live. Let's see if we have it again, and we do. This is crazy. Turn 1, Usher. Hello, sir. Doing well here. And then I think we just get in there again. Another green. I'm wondering if it's going to be another Slez 9 enchantment deck. Or mono white. There it is. Slez 9 enchantment. I'm expecting something. Generous Visitor. Spirit Companion. What do you got? Kami. Okay. We do not have Brutal Cathar this turn around. So I think we're going to go Clarion Spirit into the Initiate, which will trigger the second spell, which generates the 1/1 evasion. I will attack with the 2/1 and see if he lets me get in or if he blocks. He lets me get in. Next turn we have our Wandering Emperor. So the Wandering Aggro, as you can see, this is the aggro right in front of you, and the Wanderer is right here. So let's see what he ends up playing. I don't think he's going to play something crazy and try to attack with it, because I can just exile it with the Wandering Emperor. What you gonna do when the red fish comes for you? Weaver of Harmony. Okay, that's a good card. Weaver of Harmony is a good card. We do need to get rid of that card pretty fast here. I could wait, and I could use Iganjo and do 4 damage to attacking or blocking creature, and I think that might be a really good play. Let's see if he falls into Iganjo. We'll just swing with everything and see what happens here. He does block. He does block. Okay. I'm okay with the Weaver eating the human warrior, maybe? Okay. So, 4 damage to a target creature that's blocking. Okay. Get rid of the Weaver. I'm okay with losing the generator right there. Because he's going to power up this Kami, I'm assuming, pretty fast here, and then he's going to swing with it. Because it has trample. I wouldn't be surprised if he searches for a Rune of Might. Something like that. There's Kodama. Pretty good card. We'll hold up the Emperor. Swing here. Nope, we do not swing because it's got reach. So he's essentially got me at a standstill. Could swing here. Swing here. Yes. I think we swing like this. See what he does.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water.
Put a 1/1 on you. Wipe you out. Lose the initiate, that's fine. Now Wanderer is up to 4. Ranger class is going to generate that 2/2 green wolf. I'm okay with that. We're playing this textbook so far. Wants to hit you. Do I let him take it out? I don't think so. So he hits for 3 with trample. If I block with another, puts my Emperor down to 2. I could create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with vigilance. I think it's smart to exile that. Let's block like this. Okay.
You're going to rest in pieces.
Exile Kodama.
I'm never done for good. My judgment is
Get my flyer out. Next. If I attack here, I'm wide open, but I put pressure on the board. I think I attack here. Then I generate an ability. Boasting. And then next turn, which he took it, next turn, we will use the Cave of Frost Dragon, if that's the case. Michigo, this is a super powerful card, but not powerful enough. It doesn't give you, like, vigilance or anything. I can, honestly, I don't even have to block this. I can just take this. He doesn't have lifelink or anything. I can just hold on to these cards in my hand. He has no idea what they are. I can leave myself completely open here. That's fine. He'll probably play an enchantment. There it is. He's going to get plussed up. It's still... He's at 1 health. I've got him next turn. Unless he stops. Yeah, he says good game. Oh, sorry. Good game. Not hello. Good game, man. Good game. That's 2 enchantment decks. Look at this beautiful hand. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just want to keep climbing the ladder, you know what I'm saying? But I don't have as much time right now to grind. I wish I did. I wanted to try to go to Mythic this season, but I don't think that's going to be a thing. Although my real life, my brother, IRL, actually is 900th in the world and working currently on getting lower than that. He just hit Mythic not too long ago. So good for him. Shout out to you, Seuss. Jesus Too Nice. Usher, here we go. Black and white, okay. Some type of Orzhov, maybe Orzhov Clerics. Not sure exactly what he's trying to do here. Attack for 2. Generate ability. I'm hoping he doesn't like try to make me get rid of cards out of my hand. That's a different looking. Uh-oh. Welcoming Vampire. Okay, so this could be that Angel life gain deck with the Destiny, the Angel of Destiny, stuff like that. Okay. Let's take that Angel, I think. We got to get in quick because this deck is actually pretty good that I'm against right now. Pretty good indeed. Meat Hook Massacre. That's fine. Yep. Very nice. Spellbind this. Let's see what his game plan is. Edgar, Blood Chief. Edgar's such a pain. I think most people don't attack with Edgar, but if he feels like he's already fallen behind, he might, and then I can flash and then get rid of it with Wander's Emperor. But I feel like Blood Chief's Thirst is going to be a pain too. Comes Edgar. He got the plus up here. This is good. This is good. No attack or no block. Take the damage. Oh, and I pulled a Brutal Cathar. Okay, let's go. Valor Stance. Second ability. Wipe out. Destroy target creature. Okay, if you destroy Edgar, he's just going to come back as a coffin. We're going to wipe out his Welcoming Vampire. I'll take one because of the Meat Hook Massacre. I'm also going to drop a dragon. And I'm going to drop an Inspirant. Plus up the Spellbinder. And then hit for 4. Then I'm either going to next turn take Edgar with Brutal Cathar unless he plays something crazy. Or I'm going to exile it completely. That is what I needed. I needed him to use the Blood Chief's Thirst early. Now he's pretty much tapped out. He's got 2 land, 2 Rites of Oblivion. Killed his own Edgar. Okay. So that makes it what I'm gonna do. He's gonna get a 1/1 life gain. He's got the Spellbinder. He's gonna be able to, whatever he chooses in my hand, I pretty much can still play. It doesn't matter. Yep. I've got the mana for it. Unless I want to do the dragon. If I want to do the dragon, then I don't. We could play Spellbinder now and see what he has. Or we could Brutal Cathar his Spellbinder. I need to play 2 spells to be able to change it. Wiped. He does have this Rites of Oblivion in his hand. Additional cast the spell, sacrifice non-land permanent, exile target non-land permanent, and he's also got one on flashback as well. That's a really good card, Rite of Oblivion. I think the reason why this deck works so well is people run Rite of Oblivion. They run that verse card as well. So 1/1 swinging, no block. He can gain 1. I got another one there. Okay, we can attack with boat, or we can attack. He's got 3. This is a 3/4, right? Yeah, let's do this. Gonna attack with both. He's probably gonna block one. That's a good trade on his part. It's rough right now for me because of Meat Hut Massacre. Oh, and now Edgar's back. I didn't think that through. That hurt a lot. This might be an L because there's nothing I can do. Nice job, Galdrick. Nice job. We lose that one. Take an L. It's the hand. Double Usher. We got an Aspirant. Got a Brutal Cathar. If we end up drawing another card, we've got a Fateful Absence just in case we end up having to get rid of something early. We should be okay. This is a pretty strong hand. I think we're going to drop this, actually, the Hopeful Initiate. And another Fallen. Get in for 2. He dropped himself a Hall of Storm Giants. Okay, so this is some kind of Azorius. Spirited Companion. I think that's the play. We'll absence that card. Attack here. Activate Training. Hit him for 6. And say go. I have double Cathar. I have an Aspirant in my hand. I think I'm going too fast for him. Too fast for what he can handle. Now he's got 1 blue. There, he played it. He played Consider. So I don't have to worry about losing the Illuminarch. I don't have the mana. All right, we'll make this a 3/2 so that's going to activate on Training again. Hit him some more. Giving him the beats. This game's over. This game has to be over. I've got 2 Brutal Cathars and an Elite Spellbinder. It doesn't literally matter what he plays. You gain 3 life. Well, that's kind of annoying. There's nothing he can do. Nothing. I don't know if he's maybe trying to like save himself. Maybe he's building up to a farewell. It doesn't matter. He's in a bad spot. He got rid of Bankbuster. Like he's all tapped out now. Now I can take a look at his hand. There's the farewell. And he'll probably scoop. See ya, sir. That was disgustingly good. All right. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the content here on the channel. As you can see, man, we completely stopped his game plan there. I knew he was building to a farewell the way he was playing. Waiting, letting me generate and just build on my board and get ahead, thinking I'm getting ahead, building my board to like lethal, and then just smoking me with a Wrath card like farewell. And then I just, messed him up with that Spellbinder. So if you guys are enjoying the content here, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Go ahead and join the Valhalla Summoners today. I really do appreciate those who are leaving comments. I do like actually reading your guys' comments, and I reply to them as soon as I get the chance. Having a lot of fun here. Sailor's Grave 91. This is what, the 4th match? Don't want to make these videos too long for you, but some people are liking the longer videos, aka the drafting videos, and some people like the shorter videos. Is that a Tyrant? That is a Tyrant. All right, let's get in for 1 or 2, I mean. Let's put out the Aspirant. Hold off. I don't want to use the Spellbinder right yet. Activate Training. Get in there for some damage. He's slowly falling behind. Shigeki. Okay. Let's play the Spellbinder. Junji, Shigeki, Dig Up, Meat Hook Massacre. Get rid of that. This will make him a 3/4. So that doesn't work. Yes. And he scoops out. Or she, I don't know, Sailor's Grave. On to the next match. Here we go again. Emeria's Call. Man, that should have been a second Wanderer's Emperor. But it is what it is. Oh, this is a Goblin deck. Why is that going on? This is a modified deck. Hit you for 2. Gets +1/+1 to everything. Get rid of it. He's going to use it for removal. Maybe he'll hit me for 4. Nope, he gets rid of the Initiate for 4. Brutal Cathar. Take the War Leader. Get in for 2. As long as the Rover Champion is equipped, it's +0/+2. Okay. You might actually be able to get ready to play Emeria's Call. Okay. Nope. No attack. That'll flip our Cathar into a Brute. Moonrage Brute. Now, if I double spell next turn, then Moonrage Brute will go back to a Cathar, and I can take the champion. Channel Diagonjo, wipe out the champion. Target creature gets +2/+. Okay. Does not wipe it out now. Block it. Wipe it out. I needed to double here, and I don't. We're going in for 3. Ending turn. I need to double spell to be able to get this here. Okay. Thalia, Indestructible, Marius. What do I want to do here? Let's get in for 3. Non-creature spells cost 1 more. Indestructible. Okay. Let's get in for 3. End turn. See what he does. Tries to burn it. I'm just gonna... What is he doing? That's 6. I need 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. I'm not going to switch the Cathar back. Like, if I do switch Cathar back, then it's over. Like, he's mana flooding so hard right now. We'll play 1. We'll play Thalia, making it so that whatever he wants to play... Yeah, good game. Tell the target creature, equipped creature gets +1/+1. Okay. Yeah, this game's over. He's got nothing to play. He's got all artifacts. Game's over. Well then, that was a quick one. This is good. This is good hand. Kigor. Turn 1, Fallen. Ooh, blue. Prototype. All right. Turn 1, Usher of the Fallen. Prototype. I wonder if he's trying to get that 7/7 artifact by like turn 2 or 3. I need to wait till this becomes a creature, I think. Activate the ability. Medican core. Everything has 4 defense. Construct, artifact, creature token with flying, vigilance, trample, lifelink. Wow, 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 wow. Artifacts. Remove 2 counters from among creatures you control, destroy target artifact or equipment. Yeah, we need to get that out. Like ASAP. Prototype. He's got no creatures. We need to start getting in. Like right now. Because it's clear he's going to try to overwhelm me with all these vehicles. And I'm not going to let that happen. I need to take one of these cores, I think. Nope. We'll just take the disruptor. Swing with everything, literally. Oh, he's falling behind fast. This match might actually be faster than the other one. Goodbye. Adios. Oh, final boss from a different country. All right, this is looking good. Hey, we got an Adeline. Be able to show you guys a little bit of Adeline gameplay, maybe. Little Adeline gameplay. This might be an is it. Is it what, though? What are you doing, sir? Valley is very good, usually, against control decks. This might be a control deck. Let's look at the sleeve. Oh, okay. What is this? Thermon, okay. Instant, okay. Untap him. All right, I see. All right, let's get in there with a Brutal Cathar. Take it. Adios. Final boss down, baby. Boom. Ranking up. Platinum tier 3. Oh my God. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.